waves stole my emotions. I left my doubts when I was swept by the ocean, and every pulse from the tide was a finish line. A wave race we were made to ride. You and I were first in line, and we took them by surprise. I was with you all the time. You may not realize, but I'm here. I hear your love declare. When we get lost in our own minds, you'll be keeping me near. I painted skies that left my mind. They were your design. I followed roads that won't take me home, but lead me to your side. There is a burning in the clouds. Take a deep breath in and step out from among those crowds. Let the feeling of realization in that I'm here. I hear your love declare. When we get lost in our own minds, you'll be keeping me near. You'll be keeping me near. Give me reasons to smile. Give me reasons to shine. When everything around me collides.
Welcome everyone here tonight as we are live here at the Hockenheim Ring. That's right. We're in Germany here tonight for the PGR German Grand Prix presented by the Trevor Project, which is going to be really great. But without further ado, I'm going to see if I can't get one of these guys up here. His name is Doug Ward, who's going to tell us about the Trevor Project. And
hey there.
So here tonight, we're doing a race for the Trevor Project, and I know you're the mastermind behind this one, if I understood right. How about you tell us about the Trevor Project?
So the Trevor Project is a nonprofit charity group that provides suicide prevention and crisis intervention services to children and young adults of the LGBTQ community. And, that's a initiative that I think is really worth supporting and, currently is a kind of initiative that maybe needs all the help it can get right now, I think. So I figured I would, put something in to try and maybe raise a little bit of money for them through, my biggest hobby.
Exactly, and that's this league has done so many great causes, and this one is actually is part of a bigger issue today. To be honest, it doesn't matter who you want to be with out there. I personally don't care if you're with whoever, but some people feel otherwise, and that's where the whole world needs to change their standpoint on that. To be honest, but we're not going to get too much into that one there, Doug. But it is a great cause nonetheless, and it does need to go get out there to show support and help prevent a tragedy.
Couldn't hardly say it better myself.
I think I said that well without tarnishing my name at least, or anybody else's for that matter. But yes, it goes. People act like it doesn't matter, and in all actuality, it does. So show your support, people. Hit that link in the description that I just posted. You can scan it right from the TV. It's a great QR code if you know how to do that. Otherwise, look it up on Google. Go to Trevor Project. I'm sure there's a link there, too. I did not get that link up there on my description. I do apologize, Doug.
Well, that's fine. As long as there's the QR code. And if there is some way to access my link specifically, that would be preferred, as that link allows me to monitor, how much is raised through this stream specifically. which is something
I forgot about that. You didn't
I'd like
send me
to
that
see.
link to put in my description. I'm sorry. However, you can do
I-
one thing, Doug. How about this? Go into the stream, post the link directly there, and bam, bippity boppity boo, problem solved.
Like the comments, you mean,
Yeah.
or the chat?
Yeah, I don't have
Okay.
a moderator.
All right, I will do that. I did send you the link though ahead of time.
I know I got the QR code up, and I've been extremely busy. I'm sorry, buddy.
I get it. For the past couple weeks, I was also extremely busy, and that's only just cleared up. So I get
However,
the feeling.
We're here, Germany, here at the Hockenheim Ring. Now we did enough sponsor talk. Now we go into this deal. Eyes are on you, buddy, as you are ripping around this thing. How is this track feeling here tonight?
I'm liking it. I've, had a bit of reason to practice it a bit more than others because obviously, if I'm streaming it, I should probably perform well. But
No, correction. You got to
think-
drive. I got to stream.
Yeah, that's well.
I just got to hope I don't crash.
Yeah, that definitely would help to not do that. But yeah, the track feels good. It's I think Perry said it earlier in the Discord. It's simple but challenging, and that's one of the best kinds of tracks to be. I've been practicing it extensively beforehand, so I think I have a chance to do pretty decently here. Of course, there are some monsters in this league that just put up times that I could never even imagine. So I'm not necessarily expecting first place, but hopefully I do a little better than I have.
Hold on, I got this. I know on how you can do this.
Oh,
If you don't have the pace, at least have the strat to win the race.
that's true. Strategy. If you can't win it on speed, you can win it on strategy. That is absolutely true.
All right, man. I'm going to get you out of here. Thank you for bringing me on board here. Post that link that these fine folks can get a hold of and pass a donation and everything. And good luck to you tonight here in Germany.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I'll post that link shortly.
All right, thank you. That was Doug Ward, everybody. And now we're going to go to Harry Kranz, who's coming off a big win in IndyCar. Let's see if he's looking to replicate tonight. Harry.
What's going on, Brandon?
Man, you're doing it. You did a fantastic job in IndyCar in a really close race. How are you feeling tonight coming into Hockenheim Ring in a totally different monster?
Yeah, well, it's definitely not the Indy car, and it's definitely not an oval. But this is my first time racing Hockenheim, especially in the W12. I'm excited. But yeah, I'm liking how the hard tires feel compared to the mediums, especially. So, yeah, this should be a good race. I'm excited to see all the commotion and all that. Sorry, I'm trying to drive and talk at the same time.
All right, man. I'll get you back to it. Good luck.
Thank you.
Thank you. That was Harry Kranz, everybody. And now let's bring up Jasper coming in from the Netherlands. Jasper.
Yo,
You made it here on time. How are you feeling coming into Hockenheim Ring? Because this one's in the kind of near you. Not so much near you, but it's in that
we will
neck of the
count it as
woods.
home Grand Prix. We will count it as home Grand Prix.
You're going to count it as a home Grand Prix.
Yeah, it's pretty close.
Oh,
I think 2.5 hour drive.
wait, 2.5 hours from where you're at? Seriously?
Yeah?
You ever been there?
No.
Negative. All right. Well, you're coming into this one, and it's a home race for you. How are you feeling? Are you going to bring the noise?
I'm gonna try to.
All
But
right.
yeah, the competition is strong. So you'll see.
All
You'll see
right.
what we can do.
All right, man. Well, use some of that Mercedes power, and you'll get there.
For sure.
All right, man. Good luck, and hopefully we see you on the top step.
Enjoy, man.
Thank you. So Jasper is looking for top step, and let's talk to Jesse Erdman, who is a Grand Prix champion here, and let's hear from him. Jesse. Oh, Jesse?
Yeah, I got you.
Oh, man, I barely hear you.
Better?
Yeah, absolutely better. So you're coming in here tonight. It's Hockenheim Ring. Obviously, you got some experience here. How are you feeling coming here?
Pretty good. It's a fun track to race at, so I don't know how fast I'll be, but it should be fun.
I'm hoping it is, as this track is amazing when you get the right group of people. So hopefully you find success here tonight.
Yeah, hopefully I do.
Yeah, so what's the one line you're going to use here tonight if you don't have the pace?
I don't know.
I got the one thing you could say. I got a one-word one-liner for you.
What's that?
Strategy.
Well, yeah.
Perfect. All right, well, I'm going to get you out of here. Good luck here tonight, and hopefully we can see you rise to the top.
All right, bud.
Thank you. So Jesse Erdman ready to go. And now let's hear from Sebastian Marino and see how he's feeling. Sebastian?
Yo, what's up?
Man, you're coming in here. Looks like you're flying. How are you feeling here? How are you feeling here tonight?
So far, so good. I like this track. I've never really raced it before, so it's fun though.
Definitely fast, flowing, and very high-speed hairpins. How do you you feel like you got the speed to get there?
The what?
You got the speed to take it tonight?
I think so. I think I can have a pretty good race tonight.
All right. Well,
Sorry, my girlfriend's watching the Knicks Celtics game in the background.
Oh man, I forgot it's playoff time.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm gonna get you down to it. Good luck, man.
I appreciate it.
Thank you. Sebastian, and now let's bring up Shade Bruffett and let's see how he's feeling here tonight. Oh, Shade.
Hey, Brandon. How's it going, man?
Doing pretty good. You're coming into this one, and you've had a phenomenal start to the season and potentially to the regular deal. Being up there in the mix nearly every race, how do you feel? What are you going to have to do tonight to conquer this track? Knowing you have not got the win, but you've been up at the front.
Yeah, I'm kind of like a Lando no wins right now at the moment, but I'm not too worried about it.
Lando, if you get this, buddy, he means no harm by it. Lando did get a win. He did get a win.
Yeah.
Okay, he finally did get it.
No, he crossed that hurdle, and that's what I'm hoping to do in time. But we'll see. I'm just gonna go out and try to do as good as I can. Take care of the tires. Tire deck is, my issue every week. So we'll just see how it goes.
All right, man. Well, good luck. And hopefully this tire, you can conquer it finally, as you're probably pretty tired of being that bridesmaid by now, aren't you?
Oh, yeah. Second place last race, so I was close.
All right. Well, hopefully you see it tonight.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you. There we go. That was Shade Bruffett. He's rocking the house. And now let's go to Tim Morris. Tim.
Brandon!
I just killed your stream. Sorry. Mine's more important.
That's fine, dude. You're right, it is. That's why I don't announce mine.
But you're coming in here tonight, and you're sitting pretty good, being up there up near the top for times. How are you feeling here coming into Hockenheim tonight, and do you feel like you can finally get that position you've been looking for?
Oh, man, I don't know. It's hard to say because I feel like a few of my races have been ended out of my control. But I do love this track and the Nürburgring, so love being in Germany, and it should be fun. I don't think a lot of people know this track, and I've put in a lot of time on it, so it should be fun, and I'm looking forward to seeing what the tires do. Hopefully, we can get another one caution clean race and have tire strat again, because that is really fun.
I would like to point out that Tim Morris fails to do the one thing in practice that he should do, which is test the tires.
What are you talking about? I test the tires.
Oh, then you should know what they're going to do.
Temps are
Just
all over
saying.
the place. We started practice at 30 degrees Celsius, and we're at 36 now. So, Deg is kind of hard to predict with those temperatures and the cloud cover we have coming in. So,
I
but we'll
gotcha.
see. I'm hanging out behind shade in practice right here, and on these softs, and they don't seem to be falling off too much. So I think we might be looking good tonight, Brendan. Finally.
All right, man. Well, I'll let you get back to it. Good luck, and hopefully the odds are in your favor.
I volunteer as tribute.
All right. Oh, you volunteer as tribute? You know the reference. Awesome.
I do. I got you, baby.
Oh, I did not expect you to catch that reference.
Of course, dude. What do you think I am? Terrible?
No, I thought you were one of those rookies that just sat behind a book.
I'm older than you think.
All right. Well, good luck to you, and hopefully the odds are there for you.
Hopefully I'll talk to you in a little bit.
All right. Thank you.
There, bud.
So Tim Mars, everybody. Now stay tuned for a brief message from our tonight's sponsor, the Trevor Project. All right, I am back, everybody. We were watching Tim Mars actually recover the car. And now we're going to go and bring up, let's see here. Let's hear from Mark Samat and see how he's feeling tonight. Mark. Mark?
Hey, yo.
Here tonight, you're coming in here. It's Germany. How are you feeling about this one?
I'm feeling good, man. Hopefully I can give Leon a run for his money and, catch up on the championship points. So, yeah, hoping for a good race.
Oh, I see you got to log in yet. Hopefully that... Yeah, looks like you got to log in yet. Well, I'll let you get to it, man. Good luck here tonight, and hopefully the odds are here for you.
Hopefully, man. Thank you very much.
Thank you. There we go. And now let's bring up Will Atkinson. See how he's feeling here tonight. Will. Oh, Will?
Yep.
You got here tonight. How are you feeling?
Not too bad. Not too bad.
Looks like you're a little bit slower on some of the pace, but is it safe to assume you're still learning the track?
Well, I'm sitting on the hard tires right now, so just testing those out. But I'm planning on picking up a little bit more speed once I hit on the softs or the mediums.
Oh, gotcha. So
and I'm running full tank.
Oh, that would explain a lot. All right.
Just Jedi mind tricks.
That's what you're doing. Oh, okay. All right. Jedi mind tricks. So Star Wars, May the 4th be with you, is over. No more Jedi mind tricks. You're not being nice to me up here. All right. Well, I'll let you get back to it. Good luck here tonight.
Right. Thanks.
Thank you. That was Will Atkinson, and now let's hear from Alec Hinchcliffe, who I know he's got some people watching. Alec.
Yo, what's up?
You're coming in here.
Yes,
It's
sir.
Germany. How do you feel about this one?
This is going to be a fun one. This one's high speed. I really enjoy this one in this car. Very fun. A lot of opportunities for overtaking. So I think this is going to be an entertaining one.
As as time goes on here, tire dag and everything else, we've been hearing people talk about the tire dag. What do you how can a driver prevent that if they are out there?
I mean, it's definitely different depending on the situation. Like if you're in like a group and you're following in dirty air, then it's about kind of lifting a little bit early before brake zones, just to kind of be able to give that little buffer for to the driver in front of you without losing that gap. And then depending on if you want to save tires even further, you want to lift a little earlier even than that. But it's all about lifting into the corners instead of just straight, hard gas to hard brake, to just, keep a little bit of pressure, as much pressure off the tires as possible.
That totally makes sense. So, in other words, don't cook the tires.
Yeah.
You want me to bring the barbecue grill to your pit so you can cook your tires?
Nah, man.
No,
that's not for racing.
Yeah, it is. Just do it to the other team.
True. Fair.
All right. Well, I'll let you get back to it, man. Good luck here tonight, and hopefully you find some success.
Thanks, man.
Thank you. So Alec Hinchcliffe looking to hopefully have some success here tonight. We got a few guys yet to arrive into the chat, but we do got Taylor Toller. Let's hear from Tea Time. See how he's feeling here coming to Hockenheim. Tea Time.
Yes, sir.
Oh, man, you're coming in here. How do you feel?
Pretty good. Hopefully we get through this update here pretty quick, but yeah, hopefully we have a good showing tonight.
It's not been the season you've wanted, but it's been definitely solid when you are here.
Yeah, it's been a pretty stout season. Definitely, like you said, not the one that we've always wanted, but we've had some pretty good luck, some pretty good showings here the last couple races. So hopefully, just kind of continue to build on that momentum. And this is one of my favorite tracks to race at. So not much practice, but we'll give it our best shot and see what happens.
It's definitely going to be a fun one for you by the end of this one.
Oh yeah, for sure. This is a tricky track to hang on to, especially if someone's never been to it before. So, like I said, I won a couple times here in the past, just in the F4 car. I think I won here in a GT3 car as well. So, I know my way pretty well around this track. I don't think I've ever raced it in an F1 car before, but we'll see what happens. Hopefully, we'll learn it pretty quick.
All right, man. Well, good luck to you.
All right, appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you. Now, while we're here, we're going to go into tonight's points as they are tighter than ever. All points are up for grabs. Let's go to those points here. And we'll get there. There we go. There's the deal I had. Now, you notice Leon Flukiger's in the lead, but by a mere 3 points. Sebastian Marino is actually up there with Alec Hinchcliffe and Taylor Toller. The championship is on the line this late. Now, it doesn't even go further than it goes further than that. These guys also have a team title, and the team title's up for grabs yet. Brandon Perry is down there with Jeffrey Lawler, Erdman, Atkinson. Harry Krantz is the top 10. There's not much separation. Couple good races, it's game over for the champion, or if he could get the lead there. Now, when we go into team titles, however, let me see if I can bring up the team points here. I'll bring this up. There we go. There is the team championships there. Leon Flukiger and Harry Krantz are right there with 261. Jesse Erdman, Brandon Perry have to perform. There is no doubt about it. And then you got Sebastian Marino with Will Atkinson, who both showed up. They're sitting back there. The battle for second place could switch tonight with a good showing. And Alec Hinchcliffe and Doug Ward with Taylor Toller, Christian Andorella. This championship is flipped on its lid to find out who's going to be in the top dog by the end of the night. You're going to just have to stay tuned next week when we crown us a champion in this league, which is going to be great. I cannot put it enough. I do not know who's going to win. I can tell you for now, the leader of the team points is safe, but one good race turns it around as they use club scoring here, meaning both drivers, club points, game on for multiple drivers, and the top 9 are all up for grabs for the team title, which can be won in 2 good races. So this one is going to be very interesting to see how this pans out. And it's game on for a lot of drivers here. Oh, there we go. We got all that out of the way. Let's go to some race info here tonight. This 16-turn monster is Hockenheim Ring. It is a 2.81 mile speed circuit located in Hockenheim, Germany. Track temp right now is 97 degrees. It is 69 degrees and cloudy outside, meaning there is some cloud cover over some of the turns, which is going to allow it to cool down. Very big for a lot of these drivers, and it could help one or it could not help one. The track itself could say, I'm done with you, I don't want nothing to do with you, and just change and flip it on its lid, which is not unheard of. There's been a couple drivers that have been on their lid this season. But at the end of the day, you want to be in that #1 spot. They are drivers. They're competing for a championship, and only one driver will emerge on top, and only one team can say that they are a team constructor champion here. We got just over 13 minutes to go. Don't go anywhere. I'm going to leave it on what I got it on here. You guys sit here, enjoy the sights, the scenes and sounds of Germany. I'm just kidding. Please rise for the playing of our national anthem here in Germany. Done by Matthias Fercici, I think. I'm not sure how to pronounce it, but here is the German national anthem. What a great national anthem, and these guys are ripping here in Hockenheim. These guys are ready to rock and roll. They are set to go to town here. And I will tell you right now that this track has a great mixture of high speed and technical hairpins that will shake and roll these drivers right to the finish line. It is fast and flowing at times. It is technical at times. And they are clocking speeds of nearly 200 miles an hour into some of these hairpins, which they're going to have to master the brake zone. By mastering that brake zone, they can essentially help themselves to the victory here. And by not the tire deg situation we might have heard about earlier on. Now, I tell you this much, being a fan of this... being a fan of what we got going on here, you look at how this is, it's very hard. You got this wheel right in front of you. Now, let's point this out. The wheel is going to help you control. On mine, I got a basic GT3 wheel. It's not the preferred. I'll put my notes off to the side. Now, down below, I have a set of pedals. I use all Moza here. Now, I got the race seat. It is not the most comfortable at times, just like any other deal. Now, right here, you got your shifters. You're going upshift, downshift. To top it off, on the front here, where I got all my buttons and everything, I can actually make it to where I can adjust certain deals. I might hit the DRS button. You're going to have everything tagged to this wheel. And that's where some of these drivers, if they're not set up, they could fall face first. If they are set up, they can actually adjust certain stuff, like I want more brake bias, I want more of this, I want more of that. They can make some of those adjustments on the fly, same as what they could do in real Formula One. They want to adjust the wing, not a problem. Make the pit stop, make the adjustment to the wing, but it is not open sets they're using here. It is fixed setups, meaning they can't adjust that wing. The wing is already preset. They got to rely on brake bias and DRS and knowledge of the track. And that's what some of these guys might fall short of here tonight. Hope you guys are enjoying the thing, and hopefully the camera looks a lot better than it did last week. But that is our Trevor project, Tech Talk, and what they're going to have to do here tonight for the Trevor project. Now, some of these... see it set on one thing. I'm going to go to most exciting so you guys can see multiple drivers racing around this thing. I do have it set for a different camera system here tonight, as I do have it set for seeing some TV quality action here tonight. See all the dirt flying on some of it. They are definitely grabbing as much of this track as possible. We don't see Brandon Perry here tonight, which could be devastating with the points if he does not get logged in. Now, there was an update to iRacing. Did he get it done in time? We do not know. But for now, he's out there. He's got to hope he can get here on time because, like I said, all points matter. Him and his team have to perform here tonight as the team championship. They could lose out this season. Prior season champions, Taylor Toller, Jesse Erdman, they are former champions. They know what it takes to get there. They know what you're going to have to do, and they're going to have to put it all on the line here tonight if they want to get that number one spot. Now, are we going to see a new team driver champion? Very well could. It is very hard to dig back in this league. They are very competitive, each one of them fast. They all have tracks that they are good at. But just like they all have tracks that they're good at, each one essentially can pick up pace on any given track at any given night, which is even more incredible. Some of them will arrive and drive and perform like nothing happened. You know, you cannot do that with this level of competition. They have to perform tonight. It is game on. They got only one night left after this, and it is anything but easy. That's right. Next week, you're going to want to be here. I promise you that. Next week is an amazing race, of which I'm very excited to call out. We travel to Zuka, Japan. Winner take all, throwdown, and it is going to be epic. Could we crown a new champion? Absolutely. Could we see a new driver emergence win a Grand Prix? Maybe. But for tonight, I will tell you it's going to be great. And Brandon Perry is here. Brandon Perry, about time.
What's up, Brandon Smith? Glad to be here. Glad to join you on this glorious day in your glorious broadcast.
Yes, so Brandon Perry, these points are tighter than ever in the history of Prime Grid Racing. And what are these drivers? You know, I've been talking all night. It's 16 turns on this monster. I've driven here. I already did tech talk with these guys, what they're going to have to expect. Hopefully your wheel is set up and everything else. But these drivers, you know, it's a tire eater. What are they going to have to do to succeed here tonight?
Yeah, no, this is, you know, a simple layout, but a tough track, you know, and people think when I say simple that it wouldn't be tough. It's, you know, it doesn't have too many turns, but all the turns that you have are pretty technical or high speed, like you had mentioned earlier. And, you know, all these hairpins are pretty much make or break, especially going down out of the, you know, main straight here in Sector 1. You better have that right, or someone's going to pass you basically with the DRS, because it's such a long run down here. But I'm looking forward to tonight's track race. We haven't been here for a couple seasons now, so it's good to be back. This is a great track. Which looks like we have a good field here tonight, and I'm sure it'll be competitive, that's for sure.
Yeah, as you were saying, it's a tough track and everything else. You know, I'd say it is a fun, easy track, but fun. It's not easy. I will tell you, it's as technical as it gets. That every point that they can get is going to matter here tonight. From break points to technical braking zones such as the high-speed hairpins. There is 16 turns, and each one will bite you at any point that it feels like it. Just saying. I've been there.
Yeah. There's, you know, like I said, every turn is either, you know, a hard braking zone or a fast speed corner that you can lose some downforce on. And, you know, the turn 1 on the start is going to be pretty hectic. It's very tight. And then on any restart, honestly, you know, watch out for people on cold tires going through turn 1, because that's when you can really lose it here, I think. So I'm going to be trying to be as patient as I can on the restarts if we have one. But I'm also going to look to play, you know, alternate tire strategy tonight. I'm going to look to start on the mediums and see what it'll get me. You know, if there's a safety car, I might get to steal some track position. But right now, what I'm thinking is, you know, I'm pretty much locked into probably 5th or 6th place in the championship. So I'm just going to go try to get me a podium or my best finish of the season here, the rest of the season, and might try some alternative strategies here and at Suzuka.
Medium soft, medium soft, medium soft.
Yeah, that's what I'd like to do. That's the plan. You know, and if it stays green, it'd be even better. But I do like this track. It's definitely a track that you got to get into the rhythm. And for me, I can usually find the rhythm here pretty quick. So I'm looking forward to it, man. And just quickly, you know, before you let me go, you know, we want to thank our sponsor of tonight's race, and that's Doug Ward. I'm sure you've brought him up to explain what's going on tonight, but we're always happy to work with a lot of different organizations, charities, and fundraisers here at Prime Grid Racing. So we appreciate Doug Ward and all of our sponsors throughout the season.
All right, thank you for that, Perry. Get out there and race. And, you know,
right,
I'm going to tell you, Perry, I'm going to tell you how to win this one. You can try it if you want, but I'm probably the only one ballsy enough to try it on the track.
Well, I'll tell you what. I'm going to try a Danny Ricciardo down into the hairpin. I'll tell you that.
Yes, duh. I've been telling you all season. All season. No, you got to drive like Max and use Daniel Ricciardo's advice.
last of the late breakers, you and Daniel Ricciardo, and this is definitely the moment where if you can late break it, coming off of that, like I said, that major straight with the DRS, this is the track to do it.
All right, man.
So I'll definitely attempt it.
Good luck in qualifying. Here we go.
Appreciate you, Brandon Smith. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Now we go to the main event. As qualifying has begun here tonight, I'm going to have to go into this one and actually turn off some stuff just in case. My bad on that. So here tonight is Hockenheimring. Qualifying is out and nobody's asking for any type of forgiveness. These guys are in open qualifying right now, and this is awesome. These guys are trying to figure out who's going to get on pole here tonight. And the position that they find themselves in qualifying could be critical to how they stand at the end of the night. This is going to be amazing to see. And my wife Jenna happens to be watching. Love you. Can't wait till you're home. Hopefully you're enjoying the stream. Also, shout out to all the race sponsors, including tonight's race sponsor, Doug Ward and the Trevor Project. That's right. Hit that QR code on the screen there. Pass a donation, as they are one really good cause for the LGBTQ community and helping suicide prevention and some other stuff. So get with them, check it out, show you got a heart, pass a donation there. As Doug Ward is out here tonight, he wants to prove a point, he wants to make a stand. Tim Morris, same scenario with Shade Bruffett. Now, as we were going over the points earlier on, you got to remember there's a mere 3-point lead for the leaders in this one. As I'll do this again here so I can see. Oh my goodness, why does it keep popping up there? But Leon Flukiger leads by 3 points over Mark Samad. And Sebastian Marino is in that fight too. He can find himself closer to getting a championship. So they have to perform here, which is going to be absolutely crucial. Now, Taylor Toller essentially could get into the final run in the final showdown if he gets a race win tonight. He's got to basically win the next 2 races to get up there, along with Alec Hinchcliffe, and Sebastian Marino is almost on that same incident where he's got to get that race win. But, you got to do it week in and week out, and that's where they could fall short. Flukiger is on provisional pole with a 110.99. He is absolutely flying here tonight. Let's see if I can go on board with Leon here. Let's go on board and see how he's tackling this one. You see guys get out of the way. That is proper etiquette in qualifying. He's on the flying lap. He's looking to go faster. We go to the sectors here tonight. And essentially he is not getting any faster in sector 2. He's coming into sector 3 and he's flying. He's flat out. He is pushing the limit here and does not go any faster, as that lap was a 1:10.99, so he tied his fastest lap, which is pretty good. Mark Samad The Rocket Man, the bridesmaid, however you want to call it, he is absolutely flying too. If he could get on pole here tonight, this could be huge for him. But to be honest, I might have said medium soft to Perry. I don't think that's the strat to win now that I think about it. I firmly believe a soft to medium compound is the route to go, or a soft to hard compound, and only pit once. Just saying, now I see about the tire deg. I can see his in only a couple short laps. This is Mark Samad, of course. He's already got some tire wear on the soft compound. So he's going to have to push it to the limit to get it to count. And Sector 3 is actually slower, and so he just remains P2 provisionally, of course, as he does have to find a way to get this one across the finish line in one piece. As we were watching a lot of the guys put down the lap, Shea Bruffett improving on his time, goes to P2. Mark Samad, Taylor Toller's rocking P4. Now, if Taylor Toller gets a good start and beats him to turn 1, he potentially could find himself in a position to win. But I'm going to let you guys enjoy the sights and sounds here. I'm going to take a brief break from the Trevor project. And you guys enjoy some of these sights sounds from Germany.
Try to let go of all of the nonsense that you put me through. I give it all to you. I do it all for you. Maybe this feeling's overdue. You're uninvited. You wanna hold me close, but I know what you up to. Yeah. Why are you hiding?
All right, I am back, everybody. Now, I got to tell you, I've been pretty impressed with Flukiger tonight. He's absolutely flying. You know, we look at P2, Taylor Toller, improving his time to a 1:10.95. You know, the last lap out of Flukiger was a 1:10.61. Not really much difference. Shea Bruffett in the 1:11s with Mark Samad. And then, of course, you got Sebastian Marino, Tarcisio. Harry Krantz is in the 1:11s. with Will Atkinson. We also got Jesse Urban. This is where the start of the 112s begins. Jesse Urban, Tim Morris. You got Jasper, and it looks like Doug Ward managing a 112. And of course, Brandon Perry, a 114. Not where he wanted to be. And then Alec Hinchcliffe struggling tonight. And he's at a 115.27. However, he jumps it. 112.14. Goes in the top 10 for qualifying out of Alec. A great job out of him. Chucky, glad to see you on board. Hopefully you're enjoying the sights and sounds of Germany. And what could be arguably one of the fastest F1 cars on the planet to date, which was the Mercedes W12 E-Performance. You got a shout out to our race sponsor here tonight, the Trevor Project. Hit the link, QR code in the link and donate to a really worthwhile cause, as it does help suicide prevention and members of the LGBTQ community. As a lot of guys really putting up some really fantastic times here tonight. They're managing to conquer these turns, even though they're high-speed technical and everything else. So it's great to see that they are doing such a great job to navigate the circuit. And oh my, there goes Mark Samag goes around. Not the good time to catch a banana peel. Just saying, the banana peel bites you every time. As these guys gotta find a way to put it to the edge. Basically, if they are trying everything they can, try something new, push it. You gotta lean on this car a little bit just to get it to grab that traction. You gotta hope it sticks. Sometimes it's let it hang out there, and it's kind of like throwing a piece of gum up the wall. Sometimes it sticks, other times it doesn't, basically. Most of the time it does with this one. You could actually rip on the wheel pretty good with it. And some of these drivers are finding that out early, like Leon Flukiger, Taylor Toller, Sebastian Marino, who happens to be up in the top three. Now, Shane Bruffett and Mark Samad. Samad, he did find us. He spun. You do not want to do that. It's very bad to do that. You definitely do not want to do it. So he's gonna have to find the rhythm early and score him some points. If some of the past F1 drivers would say, they'd say, let's get out there, score some good points, and have a great job. And some of the drivers that don't show up every week might just go and say, it was good for that driver. He had a great day. He scored some points. But next week he's not going to. So that's how it kind of goes in Grand Prix racing. These drivers are here for a championship. Constructor championship is on the line, so the teammates might work together to try and maybe during qualifying, I would say, hold the other guy back. But, these guys are highly experienced in what they do. They've been driving this car, going with this machine now for 11 straight weeks and not backing off the hammer anytime soon. Aaron Hinchcliffe, yeah, hopefully Alec finds success. I really am holding for him. He's in the top 10 to start so far. He's got under a minute to hold that position. And it's a good time for him it'd be a great time for him to decide, hey, I'm going to get a win. If he was going to do it, now would be the time. He should have started a couple weeks ago, but now would be a good time too, just to go higher in the standings at the end of the year. And you got to do it week in and week out, so that makes it very challenging. And also, those inquiring about my normal racing I do race the Fanatec GT3 officials. I am currently running in the top 25 myself there. I've had a good week at Le Mans, and that was fun. And Taylor Toller cutting it loose. He lost a lot of time there. He's done. That car. Oh. Toller just cooked it right into the wall. He's got no front end. It's not gonna work. So his qualified night is over. Sebastian Marino, Tarcisio, Carvalho. Looks like Willie Atkinson and Tarcisio are not going to elect to qualify this time. Brandon Perry is going to let it rip. He's trying for one last go to get above last place here tonight. Oh my, that turn is not going to do it, Perry. You got to do better than that. Brandon Perry, you can see on the sectors, he's cooking and booking. He's got the oven warmed up. All he's got to do is bring it to the finish line. Put the cookies in, pull them out. Oh, like an angel's kiss if you do it right. Do it wrong and you get extremely burnt cookies, just so you can say. Kind of like on an Out Racing Works sometimes. He's cooking in the kitchen. He's got to make it happen. This could be his final lap he gets to do. So he's going to have to push it on edge. Don't hang out. Don't stop now, Barry. Go. As he gets it to the finish line, no. That'll not get him on pole. That'll not get him out of completely dead last. And that is going to be his start position. So tonight's pole award goes to Leon Flukiger, the Swiss Superman, rocking the house here. As let's see if I can get him up here and see if he has a word here too. Leon. Oh, Leon?
Hello?
Hello. You got pole. How's this feel?
Pretty good. No, my home track, so I got to show up.
All right. So you and Jasper going toe to toe then, huh?
By Jasper?
Jasper, it's a home track for him too.
Yeah, but I'm like 1 hour away. He's like 10.
Oh, gotcha. All right, man. Well, good luck tonight and congrats on getting pole.
Thanks.
Thank you. So Leon Flukiger is going to try his best. I'm going to get him out of here. And let's go to tonight's grid. Leon Flukiger will be on pole with Taylor Toller. Sebastian Marino and Shea Bruffett will be row 2. Row 3 will be Mark Samad and Tarcisio Carvalho. We got Harry Krantz and Doug Ward in row 4. Willie Atkinson and Alec Hinchcliffe in row 5. Tim Morrison, Jesse Erdman, row 6. And bringing up the rear will be Jasper Van Grotes and Brandon Perry. So let's go to it as they are all gridded up here tonight. And let's see the start of tonight's race as we come to the Jenna Lee Lights Out here in Germany. And, you know, I'm really anxious to find out what driver will emerge out of turn 1 in the lead. It looks like Leon is got to check in or somebody's trying to maybe change up some tires. A few others are electing to grid up. So we are seeing pretty good grid here as we got it. Oh, here we go. Here's a good camera angle, actually. As we go to the camera here, the lights are currently not up yet. We see Brandon Perry grid. We see one other grid. There we go. Looks like everybody's on the grid. There they go. They all made it. The lights are up. 3, 4, 5. It's lights out here in Germany for the first time in Hockenheim. And oh my, a slow start on a few drivers up the front. Taylor Toller gets out and he's ripping. Tarcisio Carvalho, Leon Flukiger get through. We are having chaos at the start here. And there we go. There is the yellow. As Taylor Toller, the amazing start zone. They got to get after it early on. But let's go and find out what happened on this restart, as it looked like something happened with Doug Ward. We're going to go quarter speed here. So here's Doug. Doug Ward, we're going to find out. Where's Doug Ward at? All right, so he's right there on the inside of the wall there. He's in that 07, inside wall purple. They are coming up to the line. Now, everybody else is way off pace on this restart. We do not know what happened there. As Doug enters his turn, there goes the nose. He goes wide. Oh my, I can see where this is going. Lets loose into his own teammate, into the inside barrier. Now, as we're watching this, the 2-car incident, it does call for the safety car. As it looked like Doug Ward was there and Alec Hinchcliffe actually involved as he was caught up in this one. So a very troublesome night here. So we're going to see if Doug is in the infield facility here. We're going to see if he can tell us what happened on this one and see if he can give us some insight. Doug.
Yeah.
Troubled night off the start on this one. Tell me what happened on this one.
Just a much steeper angle for that turn than I'm used to. Kind of lost the rear end, and everyone else is steaming through at full speed. It wasn't gonna work.
It looked like it entered really low into the turn. Do you feel like that affected your exit?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I lost the rear wheels and, started spinning, and then, got ran over because, everyone's coming through and didn't lose it. So, it's tough, but, it happens. That's my fault. It's going to be sketchy on if if I am able to get back on the lead lap from this, because that tow time, because it's so early in the track, tow was like 5.5 minutes.
Well, hopefully we get you there. Good luck there, Doug, and hopefully we can see you back out there.
Hopefully.
Thank you. And who was the other guy that got hit?
That I'm not sure.
I think was it your teammate Alec?
I think he was involved in it, yeah.
Okay, thank you. So we'll do this. We'll bring up Alec here. Alec.
Hey.
Hey, so I seen this one. It looked like you got clipped on that one. How's the car feeling after it?
Definitely feels compromised. I'm gonna have to pit early. I was hoping it would open while we were going around. It might not. We'll see. But it definitely a bummer. Because I tried to slip around the outside, but I just kind of got caught up. But it's saying I have rear wing damage, and even coming around at mild speeds, some of these turns feel a little bit uncomfortable. So yeah, it is what it is. Try to pit and collect and see what I can pull back out of this one.
All right, man. Well, good luck, and hopefully you can get it done.
Thanks, man.
Thank you. So Alec Hinchcliffe, struggling night so far. Our leader tonight, though, is Taylor Toller. He's got to be very happy about this. He's in the lead. We are not coming up to green flag just yet, as see the pace car lights. Safety car still is out. The Porsche is driven by a polar bear wearing red gloves. Just saying, I don't know why he's a polar bear, but we brought I'm just kidding. It's Frankie. It's Frankie. He's the one driving the safety car out there. He's doing a great job. And Taylor Toller with an amazing start on that. He made some moves early on, which essentially got him to where he is. Stay tuned, everybody, as we are currently under safety car conditions as Trevor Projects. Stay tuned for tonight's commercial break by the Trevor Project.
energy is starting to fade. I guess I need to find a way to stay up all night. Oh, no, I don't wanna fall asleep tonight, 'cause I don't wanna suffer to these demons in my mind, in my mind, in my mind.
All right, we are back, and now you see the safety lights are off. We are ready to go. Taylor Toller is going to do a great restart. Now what you'll see is him start to slow down, allows the pace car to get in. That is one thing to be expected here. Tarcisio Carvalho, after the pit stop, he's jumped up into second place. Leon Vlukaiger, looking for last week's winner, looking for a win here tonight. Sebastian Marino, he's back there in fourth place. And of course, you got Mark Samad in fifth, our top five. Now, Willie Atkinson, Harry Kranz, Tim Mars, Jasper Van Grotes, and Brandon Perry in our top 10. Al Hinchcliffe, Jesse Urban, Shea Bruffett, and Doug Ward, I believe, all elected to pit. So they do have to have a good, solid restart. You know, Taylor Toller, you see him warming up the rears a little bit. And I think we had an instructional video of how to do this. They want to be weaving back and forth, but they're not doing that. So they definitely need to probably warm them up a little bit if they can. They don't want to get too antsy on the throttle, as you can tear off a wing right on a pace lap. And keep in mind, if you tear that wing and that front wing off, you have no way to turn that machine. It does not have front end air. It does not get the downforce it needs in the front to make a high-speed turn. So it definitely affects that machine. There's only a handful of drivers in the world that can actually drive it that way. Taylor Toller is looking like he's ripping the go here. He's got to pay attention. He's in section 3 here, as they are watching each other very closely, paying attention here. Toller going extremely slow. He's getting letting that pace car go in, as I believe he does have this one. Of course, the former champion, the last season's driver champion at the helm at the front, Tarcisio Carvalho, is here. And then, of course, the Swiss Superman, Leon Flukeiger. Now, these drivers will be doing something. We do see something with a massive checkup. Don't know what's going on. It looks like it happened back here. Don't see too much. Taylor Toller out in front. He can go at any time. The pace car is off. It is in the pits. He can elect to go at any time. When's he going to go? It's hard to tell. He's on the final 2 turns here. Game on. Green flag flies here in Germany. Toller goes around. Big wreck. It's a couple people. Watch out. Hang on as... oh my. This is brutal. Brutal, brutal, brutal. VSC.
Are they towing, or if they're not towing?
Guy did tow.
Well, put me back so I can check with them.
Yep. So Brandon Perry, not really doing this. Flu Kiger, Harry Kranz, Mark Samad, Jasper. We are green flag still. Brandon Perry. I told him to do it. Called this one, but let's go to this. We're going to start it off with what happened to Taylor Toller to begin with, and Sebastian Marino. All right, so here's... oh, there we go. We just got to go back a little bit, as it looks like it's Tarcisio. So we're going to scroll back here. We're going to find out what happened to Tarcisio. So Tarcisio's coming around. Now, they're on extremely cold tires this early. Tarcisio gets on that throttle, and you can see it now. Upset the car a little bit, and around he goes. There is nowhere he can go. Unforgiving. Now, as we go back here, you got Willie Atkinson and Jesse Erdman. They're coming through this part. So I'm not seeing anything else happen. But here's Toller is in the middle of the lane right here. Drivers are just trying to avoid this part. Now, at the same time everything happened, Sebastian Marino up here. He's trying to avoid something here. Did he get clipped? Looks like he avoided it, so it might have been a case of neck code. We're going to see what happened with Marino as... oh, he went around too. So Marino, another car goes around and ricochets into the thing. He went over the catch fence. So definitely trouble for a lot of drivers here early on. And Leon Flukiger finds himself in the lead with Harry Krantz. So this dynamic duo now goes to the first place spot. And we're going to check this out real quick because I think yes, Flukiger and Harry Krantz, the 1-2 punch. If they can maintain this lead, they can effectively lock down the team constructor championship. So this one is very exciting on this restart, but we're going to find in, we're going to check in with Tarcisio and see what happened here. Tarcisio.
Hi there.
Hi. So tough go to start that one. Walk me through what exactly happened. Was it just a combination of cold tires and just throttle, or was it upset a little?
It was the cold tires. Everybody was saying this, and I lost the car in the first turn alone, right?
Gotcha. So it just happens sometimes with the cold tires.
No, yes, I was aware, but I could not control.
All
Anyway.
right. All right, man. Well, it looked rough. Hopefully you're all patched up, ready to rock and roll. Good luck.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. So Tarcisio very well back into command of this one. Brandon Perry's finding himself into a new position, working his way up in the P5. We're going to see how he's feeling going into this one to start this one. Perry.
What's up, Brandon?
So you're coming in this one. You got jumped up to some positions. Now, how's the car feeling, especially going to a restart?
Definitely, got to watch out for the cold tires on the restart. That's definitely a thing, as we just found out. And I had been telling guys, all morning and all day about that. These are probably, at this track, on cold tires, one of the hardest restarts going into turn one if you think you're going to go flat out in there. But the car feels pretty good. I'm definitely, my strategy has got me up here so far. I thought those guys were honestly just going to pit right there, and I was going to take the lead. But they're gonna looks like they're gonna last it out a little bit on their softs. So we'll see what happens. But hoping to get some green flag laps here so I can get these tires really fired up. But yeah, man, I'm happy to be up here in P5 and like this track. So just looking forward to getting some green flag run here.
All right, man. Well, good luck, and hopefully this chat works.
Yeah, we'll see. We're trying to just maximize the points, and we'll see what we can do.
All right, man. Good luck.
Thanks, Brandon.
Thank you. So Brandon Perry hoping to score some big points for his team. Leon Flukiger and Harry Krantz looking like they could seal the deal on the Constructor Championship here tonight if they can finish a 1-2, which is going to be huge for these guys. And my wife Jenna happens to be watching. I hope she's enjoying the stream. Hope she's enjoying the show. Hopefully the fans in the stands are enjoying it for the Trevor Project. Hit the QR code. Pass the donation on to those guys. It's for a good cause. We like doing good causes here at Prime Grid Racing. And now Leon Flukiger is going to have the restart. He's going to have to hope for a restart that everybody can hang on to. So don't go anywhere, as Trevor Project's got to be happy about this one so far. As we come to the restart zone, will the drivers remember the cold tire situation? That is hard to tell. Leon Flukeiger, Harry Kranz, Mark Samad, Jasper Van Grotes, Brandon Perry, our top 5 here tonight. Leon gets set. And he's seen what happened on the first restart. I'm wondering if he's not going to try and change this up. Green flag flies once again here in Germany. And this time we are green. Oh my. And this time it's Jasper Van Grotes off the track. Might almost be beached. We're going to let them make a decision on this one. Leon, Harry, Mark Samad, Brandon Perry, and Shade Bruffett are top 10. Shade Bruffett goes for the inside move. Gets to the corner, opens it up. And up front, Mark Samad gets the move done over Harry Kranz. Mark Samad, he's trying to get it up to the front here. Brandon Perry, of course, loses out of position. He's got Sebastian Marino right behind. Sebastian, is he going to have the run on Perry? No, he does not get it. Leon Flukeiger, the front guys are running. Brandon Perry's under pressure from Marino. There goes Harry Kranz. Kranz is off track. Leon Flukeiger feeling the pressure from Mark Samad for the lead here tonight in Germany, and it's going to be great. Brandon Perry's looking back, sees Taylor Toller. Toller is battling back through this grid. Of course, there's Tim Morris in 6th place. But right in front, we got a 3-way battle for 3rd place. Unlike anything we've seen yet. We got Brandon Perry, Sebastian Marino, Taylor Toller. The game is on here, and Perry is defending. He's in heavy defense. He's got Sebastian behind. Here's the high speed. One of the high speed hairpins we were talking about early on. Very technical. Marino goes for it on the outside. Gets the move done. Toller. Is Toller going to go for it? No. Toller on the outside. No, does not get it. He gets it now, though. He gets behind the slipstream. And we are 3 wide and flying. Sebastian gets split by Toller Perry. What a pass. Brandon Perry splits Marino. And they get around him. And now Mars takes full advantage. He gets around too. Marino in trouble. Flukeiger and Mark Samad are out in front. And something just happened with Harry Kranz. I'm not sure what. Might have been something with Jasper, as we see something with Shade here. Here we go. Here's Shade Bruffett. Bruffett comes around here. So Bruffett is... There's Harry. There's Bruffett. He's off track now. You see the 3-way battle here. Not sure where the caution flag flew here. It looks like I don't know exactly what happened here. So we're going to go to race control. We're going to find out exactly what happened here. As I have no clue. Just saying. Brandon to race control.
Yes, sir, Brandon Smith.
So we've seen the caution flag fly. Can you tell me what happened?
Well, you know, everybody's got an opportunity to call for a safety car within the first 10 laps if you've spun and had a tow. Jasper spun on that restart, ended up in the pits a lap down, and I believe he had a tow from what we were hearing. So we were just trying to clarify it. That's why it took a little longer, but then the safety car came out. This is lap 10, so now it hopefully should be, the last safety car.
Okay, got ya. Thank you.
Yep, next season will be a little different with the safety car rules, but for right now, yeah, we were just trying to get some clarification if he needed one, and he took a little longer to get back to us, but we got it out for him.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
So that was clarification on that, and now let's bring up Jasper, see if you tell me what happened. Jasper,
go.
So tonight, not being your finest hour here, how's the car feeling after that one?
Broke the front wing, so not too good.
Do you think you're gonna be able to patch it up on like another pit?
Downforce seems alright, so.
All right. Well, hopefully you have some good luck here tonight.
Thank you.
Thank you. So Jasper clearly not happy about his position right now as Leon Flukiger, Mark Samad, Brandon Perry, our top three here. Sebastian Marino, Taylor Toller, Tim Morris, Jesse Erdman is up in this mix with Doug Ward and Alec Hinchcliffe. And Willie Atkinson brings up our top 10. Leon Flukiger is staring at that safety car. We'll be back before you know it. Don't go anywhere, race fans, as these guys are hopefully done with the safety cars.
It's been hard to breathe with the weight of the world on my chest. At times it seems that all I ever get are just hard times and dark nights and sleepless tossing and turning. Maybe one night I'll win one fight. Hope this time I can learn it. The art of not giving in. The art of not giving in. I'll never give up, I'll never give out. I'll never give in, I'll never give up, I'll never give out. I'll never give in, I'll never give up, I'll never give out. I'll never give in, I'll never give up, I'll never give out. I'll never give in.
Well, as it looks to me, we got ourselves a lead change here. Mark Samad jumping to the lead in front of Brandon Perry. Now, Brandon Perry on the mediums, Mark Samad on the softs. Taylor Toller on soft compound. Jesse Erdman on a medium, looks like he's on a medium compound with Doug Ward on a soft compound. Now, back there, Alec Hinchcliffe and Sebastian Marino on the hard set of hard compound. So we're seeing a lot of different strategies play out here. What I can tell you is on this restart, they have to keep the tires warmed up. They have to be able to get going, clock it up to 200 in order to win this race. You cannot hold back. You got to give it everything you got. And, you know, that's kind of what some of these drivers tend to do sometimes. And I believe that if they stick it out enough, they're going to finally find success here. Every driver, of course, might not win a race, but they definitely have had great finishes. And it speaks volumes. It's go all the way down to, if you go look at the F1 grid this year, so Lando Norris, no wins, and now he's in positions to win with McLaren. So, you know, it does. In fact, called him Lando No Wins for a long time, and then he won. So that's what some of these drivers maybe feel like if they're not winning races, but you got to push the limit. You can't just sit back and expect a win to come to you. It's not going to be given. They're going to have to take it and grab this machine by its horns and just let it rip. Put it to the limit, and that's how they're going to find success. And, of course, it also relies on that strat and how much you know about the tire compounds, how much you know about the machine itself, how you can save tires, everything else. It all matters. And now Mark Samat is going. Mark Samat is up and going. Caught Brandon Perry is on the back end of this. Toller gets into second place. He's going to be right on the heels of Perry. Perry's not going to give him this one. He had an amazing defense at Silverstone from what I've understood. Toller tries the inside line, gets it done. Perry on the outside. Perry holds his ground against Toller. Toller into the grass. It is a race to the hairpin. What amazing footwork by these guys. Jesse Erdman tries the inside of Perry. Perry has the high side and losing another position on this. He finds pressure from Doug Ward. The battle for the top 5 continues here. Mark Samat, what a send-off. He did what they did not expect, and it's paid off dividends. 2.9 the gap in front of the second place driver. Now, can it be caught? Yes. Taylor Toller is trying his best to close that gap. And same with Jesse Erdman and Brandon Perry. An amazing finish out of those two could put them into a new bracket. Going late into the constructor, and around goes Doug Ward. Doug Ward is in trouble. Keeps it off the wall, it looks like, but he's in trouble. Doug Ward sent it around. My wife Jenna is in the booth here, and she likes to watch Winnie the Pooh. Just saying, everybody. Give me one moment and enjoy the sights and sound of Germany as these guys are flying here. As we come back into this one, it is amazing to see what happens in just a short little bit. Taylor Toller, Jesse Erdman all out in front of this one. Brandon Perry defending against Alec Hinchcliffe. Hinchcliffe sent it. Now Sebastian Marino is under pressure from Leon Flukiger. Flukiger wants his spot back. He says, give it back to me. He's going to chase it down. Brandon Perry, of course, the art of defense here is trying to defend against the top 5 here. Some of these drivers, of course, experiencing trouble on this one. Brandon Perry, of course, gets it into the turn. Can he beat a few guys to the turns? It's a drag race out there. He's in opens the DRS as he is close to Alec Hinchcliffe. Hinchcliffe, of course, has got to know they got DRS. And this one is going to be shaping up to be a real barn burner at the end. I don't have a clue what strat's going to work. Alec Hinchcliffe out in 4th place. He's trying to catch up to Jesse Erdman. Taylor Toller trying to catch up to Mark Samat. How much can they do here? We'll find out by the end of this, as we got under 25 to go to crown a champion here in Germany. Now Harry Kranz, he was up in the front. He's finds himself back in 8th. Shade Bruffin, same scenario. Jasper, of course, working his way back through the field. A few other guys are establishing trouble early. Tarcisio, of course, one of them. But Mark Samat, Taylor Toller, the gap is closed. 0.65 the gap. The lead is on the line. Taylor Toller, he's got to send it. Send it, Toller. No, you late break that one. Oh, man, I was hoping for it. Taylor Toller elected not to late break that one. Might have just cost him that one. But see guys getting in and out of that hairpin is easy as they possibly can. Mark Samat, of course, out in the front. Taylor Toller, he's ripping it. He has to catch him. Last year's champion find himself missing out on 2 races. trying to get back and show them that there was no fluke last season. Of course, Jesse Erdman, another champion, and he finds himself trying to catch up to Taylor Toller. Mark Samat brings it down pit road. Taylor Toller, tea time, is in the lead. Jesse Erdman doesn't think he's going to pit yet, but Alex Hinchcliffe and Brandon Perry stay there. Look at this. Leon Flukiger sends it on the inside, gets that move done. Brandon Perry has to watch it, though. On the exit, he looked a little loose. He's got to be careful going into the late stages of this one. And look at this. Leon Flukiger gets it sent in. That is Brandon Perry. Inside move. Oh, my. Cars into one another. That is going to affect something. Side by side, too deep through turn. Oh, my goodness. Guys, settle down. We get too early for that. Brandon Perry, of course, given the position to Flukiger. Not the way he wanted to have happen here, but Sebastian Marino sees the advantage here. But as they're working this one, you do see that would be Tarcissio's in the mix of all this. He's a lap down and trying to get his lap back. So he's in trouble late out of this race. Taylor Toller and Jesse Erdman find themselves in comfortable position here as they are just trying to stay out in front of everybody. Alec Hinchcliffe, of course, starting to work his way through the field. He finds himself in third place. So these guys they got to establish how long they go. Now, if we go on to the early on pit strategy here, as I've just shown, they're not on that old of tires. 10, 11 lap old tires, maybe 10. Now, Flukiger on 6 lap old tires. Brandon Perry has not pit. He's relying on that pit strat. You know, he's on 16 lap old tires, losing ground. What do? You know what? It might be a time to maybe repit, but you have to do a compound change. So he's kind of locked in. He's in trouble, and it's early on. Sebastian Marino, of course, applying the pressure to Brandon Perry. Perry's got to be looking at his rearview mirror and know that he's under some fire, under pressure to keep out in front of Marino. But Marino already has the compound done. He's kind of locked into a strat, which could help Brandon Perry to Brandon Perry's advantage. I'm not 100% sure if it will totally help, but it will be something to pay attention to. Played on, and there it is. Marino tries the inside line. Perry on the outside, gets in and out. Perry making a hole, holds it on the high side. What a move. So the mistake by Marino actually cost Marino some time, and look who took advantage of it. Brandon Perry is a master of knowing if your car's going to make that turn, and I've been there with him. You know, I've shot it on the inside of him, and he knows I'm going to overshoot. So what's he do? He takes it back the second I get off track and everything else. He's a master at it, and he's really good. So just saying, you got to watch out for him. He's sneaky at times. Now Toller, he's out in front, 5.2. Erdman out in front. Hinchcliffe is 8.4 behind here tonight. Leon Flukiger did do a compound change. He elected to pit early. Interesting strat. He's on 8 lap old tires. He's got to go all the way to the finish. Just like regular racing, you can wear that compound out. You do not want to do that. Just saying, it's very bad. While we're at it, we can go back and take a look at some of the incidents we have seen going into the later part of this one. Let's start with Tim Mars here. As Mars, of course, looks like this one might be a self-spin. Here, not sure exactly where it was, but oh, braking zone, brake problems there. Scroll down a little further. Harry Krotz actually having some trouble. We're going to see what happened to Harry. As Harry hits the brake zone, gets on the throttle, right on the exit, self-spins. Gets whipped around and back on he goes. Tim Mars, not a good sign. He's in pit lane right now. He's in the pit. Early on, not exactly what you want to be doing this late in the game. 18 laps to go. One winner. As stay tuned from this brief break from, oh my, as I can't go anywhere. Shane Bruffett trying to inside move. Tries it on Perry and it bites him. Losing a lot of time on Perry, so momentarily these guys are quiet. Stay tuned though after this brief message from the Trevor Project.
I'll be your anything if you'll be the one to take me home. 'Cause right now everything makes me wanna leave this place and roam. Make me feel alive. Take my hand around, let me be the one. Let's just take the dive. Nights only begun, don't you think we're done? Don't you think we're done?
As we're back here in Germany, you see a great pass by that's Shane Bruffett. You get in front of Brandon Perry. Now, Brandon Perry's losing a lot of time. Here, Taylor Toller is out in front. He's comfortable. Seen really good with the red set of tires. He has already pit, and he's on the red compound. He's going to maybe have to pit again. I really feel it might be an off strat for him. Jesse Erdman, of course, he has not pit and find himself on the medium compound. Now, Taylor Toller, of course, with 15 laps on those tires, could be electing to pit pretty soon. And Jesse Erdman, Alec Hinchcliffe, Leon Flukeiger has jumped back, the Swiss Superman, back into fourth place. Sebastian Marino finds himself in fifth. Shane Bruffett and Brandon Perry just outside of that. Brandon Perry will have to pit though, amazingly enough. 21 laps on the medium compound. He's in pit, he's in the window for the pit. Now, he definitely could go 16 laps on the soft set of compounds, as Taylor Toller has proven. Will he do it though? Each driver out there has to utilize their own strat and what they know about the car. That is going to be interesting to see what they elect to do. Now, keep in mind, Brandon Perry, 17 seasons of Formula One and iRacing Grand Prix, does have that veteran experience. Can he get it done? Maybe. He's got to hope that his strategy is going to work at the end of this one. Of course, now you see the cloud cover here, and that could effectively cool down this track, which would be pretty good if everybody kind of knew that one. But some of the dashboard advice you can see, they're coming into some of these turns at 160, 170 miles an hour. They're maintaining flat out at 160, 170. Hard turns 80 to 90, and that's where they got to use that throttle control on the exit. And you do see, like, he's fully on the throttle now. And he's jumping up through the gears, and he's entering the deal here. 170 miles an hour. He's not even stopping yet. He's not even slowing down. There's where he slows down at. So, definitely putting up something here as we go to the battle box. Just show those gaps that we are starting to see happen late in this run. So if anybody's wondering about that QR code up front, up top, hit it. Scan the code and pass the donation on to the Trevor Project, as they do help suicide prevention and offering other ways for the LGBTQ community. Very hard for me to say that, actually. Do apologize. But it's a great cause. Hit that link. It'll put you right to it. You pass a donation, as I usually do something special for anybody that does donate $20 or more for a driver of their choosing. Or if I see one, I might just pass it on to the guy who sponsors the race. As liveries are not cheap these days, so I'm sure he'll be very appreciative of that. Alec Hinchcliffe, of course, still trying to find his way to the podium. And now we are starting to see Taylor Toller start to slow down. Now, if we go and look at this one, let's go to the onboard from Taylor Toller. We're going to look at the right front tire. You see, there's no wear here. And if we go look at the left front, there's no wear on that side either. So he's still sitting pretty good. But in the meantime, we do notice Brandon Perry did elect to hit pits. He's switched over to the soft compound. He could be coming out flying. Brandon Perry on the pit strat. Late in the game, he elects to take a head out. He's going to maybe try and pass somebody. Tonight's race leader, though, Taylor Toller, he's already on the soft set of compounds, and there's lasting him quite a while. The downfall is that when he pits again, if he has to pit again, he essentially might have just lost this race. So he really wants to watch his tires at this point, as tire deg is a real deal, and we have seen guys go down to bare wires at the end of here. They have been down to the bottom. They've been completely worn. Jesse Erdman, of course, has got to be figuring out when he wants to pit. Of course, we were looking at his strategy. We'll notice he already has. Jesse Erdman does not have to do a pit strat change or nothing. He has mediums on. Can he go the distance with them? Maybe. And of course, Leon Flukiger is on 15-lap old tires. Alec Hinchcliffe, 15-lap old tires, but a hard compound. He could find himself winning tonight or getting himself in the podium, depending on this man right in front on what his pit strategy is here tonight. Taylor Toller is establishing a gap still, and he is pulling away still. So this is a bold strat. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. It is a bold strat of which he has to elect of whether to pit again or not. That amount of laps is unheard of. You know, they did have a chance to change over the compound on lap like 10, which was essentially our final safety car. He's got 11 laps to go and 16 turns to do it per lap. So a whole lot of pressure on those tires right now to hold out the entire last stage of this race, which he's going to have to hope gets there. A few other guys are finding some early on pace. Leon Flukiger has managed to catch up to Jesse Erdman. So Leon Flukiger, we just got done looking at his lap times. He is not quite the fastest, but he's on pace with the leader. Taylor Toller, of course, still running 1:14 lap times this late on a soft set of compound, so definitely a little bit slower. And he's definitely trying to establish more gap, as we have found out. It looks like Harry Kranz has crashed again, according to our deal here. We'll just go to high speed here and full speed. It looks like it might be one of those where he's just, oh my, Harry Kranz going around, getting into, oh my, heavy wing damage on Harry Kranz's machine. Gets it out there. And Harry Kranz not having the time of his life here tonight. We go back live with 10 to go. And our top 5 is starting to pull away with it. Brandon Perry is kind of on edge right now. He's right on the 100-minute 14 pace, 0.74. So same as the leaders without the pit. So he's going to have to do a little bit better than that. He finds himself in 8th place. Struggling a little bit tonight. He was up in a podium position and then the pace just plummeted. So I don't know if there's a problem with it, with the machine at all. Jasper, of course, losing time to Perry, as Perry is on fresh tires to finish this race. And we are going, let's go on board for a little lap around Hockenheim with Taylor Toller. As you do see Toller pull into the pit, here is Leon Flukeiger. He sees the position at his feet and he just takes full advantage of it. He's straight sending it. He's not backing off. Jesse Erdman finds himself in P2, 8 laps to go, and right behind Leon Flukeiger. So look at this. Alec Hinchcliffe, however, stayed out there. He's doing a great job of just staying in podium position here. There's Sebastian Marino and Taylor Toller, of course. He gets in and out. He's got a fresh set of tires on now. So he's going to look to maybe keep his pace here. As he sees, oh my, he's got Sebastian Marino in his sights. So great job out of all these drivers to maintain this one. Leon Flukeiger, Jesse Erdman, Alex Hinchcliffe, Sebastian Marino, Taylor Toller, our top 5. Shade Bruffett, Jasper Van Groot, and Brandon Perry. Brandon Perry might be trying to make a move on Jasper. Jasper's under pressure now from Brandon Perry, which loss of position, loss of a point, just saying. He's going to have to stay on it here if he wants to get around Jasper. When we look up front, Jesse Erdman is still in command of the, Leon Flukeiger is still in command. Jesse Erdman, did he save some tires in the tank? Might have. Just saying, his pace is still right up there. He's losing a little bit of time on Flukeiger late on. And if you look behind, Taylor Toller gets around Sebastian Marino. Toller on the freshest set of tires that they got here tonight. And he is trying to catch up to Leon up in the front. Sebastian Marino is losing a little bit of time on Toller. Shade Bruffett, of course, Brandon Perry trying to catch up to Jasper. Is he able to do it? Maybe the DRS has got him back up into striking position. No, it's not going to try and send it. Perry, send it on the inside. Oh, my goodness. He could have did it, just saying. Maybe. That would be a questionable call, to say the least, at the end of the night. As all incidents are reviewed at the end of the night. Brandon Perry, of course, still trying to get up another position to Jasper's deal. And what that means is more points. More points equals sometimes dollar signs amongst this league, as they are a paid league on a couple of theirs. They're definitely fun to look around. This year's Grand Prix Series was free, as they had enough sponsorship opportunities. But next season, I believe they're switching over to a paid league, which means more points, more money. Just saying, as that's how paid leagues work. As I believe they are planning payouts amongst some of the top drivers in the league. Eventually is where they're kind of swaying towards. Brandon Perry trying to move, gets it done. No, he gets the inside move. Jasper, the late break, did it. Brandon Perry finally pulled a late break on Jasper, and it worked. Run, Perry, run. He's not going to be happy. He's got his hammer out. He's going to try and throw it at you. Brandon Perry, what a move to get that one done. We've seen so many great passes tonight. You know what? Chalk him up if you can get it done. It's a great pass. Of course, Shade Bruffett late on in the round here. Let's take a look. 1:14.53. Perry 1:14.95. Sebastian Marino 1:14.78. So drivers are still putting up the 1:14 lap times. Now Shade Bruffett finds himself contesting Alec Hinchcliffe late on in this run. This is a battle for fourth place. Marino doesn't try it, doesn't get it. Oh my. Hinchcliffe a little bit shaky on that turn, grabbed a whole lot of curb and a whole lot of bump. Careful, Alec, don't want to blow it. Taylor Toller finds himself up into third. Jesse Erdman into second. Leon Flukeiger, our Swiss Superman, is out in front and still flying. We got 5 laps to go. One champion at the end of the night. You do not want to blow it this late. Just saying. And not a pretty sight. As they do have to watch out, as tire deg is going to be a critical factor here. But if you look here, Jesse Erdman and Taylor Toller head to head. They're coming down what looks like parabolica. And Toller makes the inside move, grabs into second. Late in this one, Toller gets into second place. Now he's going to start chasing. Toller's 3.3 behind Flukeiger. Leon, Toller, Erdman. The field is tightening up late into the game. Flukeiger's in trouble. 4 laps to go, and Flukeiger's last lap was a 1:14.70 to Toller's 1:13.37. This is game on, as we see a very little bit amount of turns between them. This one is shaping up to be an extra special night, as we do not know what driver's going to be in front here. But there it is from Flukeiger. Clean air equals nice air. But, I mean, all these guys are chasing it down, including Brandon Perry, who's up into 7th place. He's finding himself 14 seconds behind the next driver, as that battle is still heating up. Flukeiger, though, late on mistakes here are costing him time. 2.7 the gap with 3 to go. This one is definitely coming down to the wire. Flukeiger and Toller two titans in themselves. The previous last year's driver champion, rookie season for Leon, as not his first time in the car, but definitely his first time with the league. Definitely trying to establish more pace here. 2.1 the gap. And at this point, Toller's not holding back. He says, I'm going to boil these tires if I have to. And it's paying off dividends. Nearly 0.2 seconds per turn. The game is on. This is what these guys hope to establish late on, and Leon is in trouble. Serious trouble. Taylor Toller, 1.8 the gap, and only a few turns left. You got to remember, there's two laps remaining in this Grand Prix, and he's closing it. He's got to get into DRS zone, and Leon cannot make a mistake. If he makes a mistake this late in the game, it is game over. 1.3 in closing. Leon's coming around. This will be the final lap. Can Toller get there? 1.2 in closing. Leon Blue-Kiger's got to run. Go, Leon, go. Toller is pushing every limit of that machine. 1 second. DRS zone engaged here. Toller has gotten the DRS and he's closing it up. 0.1. Battle for the lead on the line on the final lap here in Germany. Right there. Toller is right at the heels of Leon. It is game on. Can Leon seal the deal on the final lap? This is what it's all about here tonight. A few turns left. They have a matter of 5 more turns remaining. Toller's gonna have, Toller in trouble. It catches the sand trap. Late on, that is not what you want to do. Toller might have just cost him the win. Toller right on the heels, final corner. Leon Blue-Kiger for the win here in Germany. Toller in P2. Erdman finds himself P3. Alex Hinchcliffe, Shane Bruffett are top 5. Sebastian Marino, Brandon Perry, Willie Atkinson, Jasper Van Groot, Mark Samad are top 10. Harry Kranz, Doug Ward, Tarcisio Carvalho, and Tim Mars are finishers. But winning here in Germany, the Swiss Superman, Leon Blue-Kiger, by 0.22 here in Germany. He's got to be happy. And man, what a finish out of him. He did it. Taylor Toller losing the opportunity. One mistake cost him. And that is what Prime Grid Racing is all about. And you know what? The Trevor Project, I'm sure, is very happy about this. Go to the QR code, pass a donation to an amazing cause. It is highly needed among that community. And you know what? They cannot be more proud to be here in Germany for this finish. Wow, and this could be the best Grand Prix finish we have seen on this network yet to date. But what a finish out of Leon. He drove the wheels off and it paid dividends as they are bringing it to the front stretch now for this driver interview here tonight. As this one came down to the wire. And man, we're going to start off the interviews starting with this man, Shane Bruffett, and see how he feels about this finish as man, he just put it down. He did it. Great job out of him. Shane.
Hey, Brandon.
what a finish out of you. You got top 5 once again. How does this feel here in Germany?
Very lucky. I was very fortunate to get into the top 5 there. I was kind of settled in at P6. I think Seb had a moment, and that's unfortunate for him because I think he had a really great race. Yeah, it was a tough one. That was, man, it was very tough. I think turn 1, I got a little bit of front wing damage. So, like I was saying earlier, I was wanting to work on tire deg. So I just went ahead and switched to the mediums, got that fast repair, and tried to limp it to gain positions. Had a couple of moments myself.
Yeah,
that was a tough one.
I mean, after you've seen some of the passes and everything else, you know, and you started gaining those positions, what kind of thoughts were kind of going through your head as you came to the final moments of this one?
Keep the tires good the whole time, because this track is very deceiving. I had a moment, but I think I caught dirty air on I don't know what turn it is, but it's a blind corner where you can't see the lead car ahead and how close they are. And thankfully I kept that out of the wall. But yeah, throughout the whole race, it was just like, can I get these mediums to the end? And luckily I did. It wasn't pretty, but I made it here.
Yeah, so you're in a great race here tonight. Any shout outs you got to do for any sponsors or anything here tonight?
Well, this one is brought on by the Trevor Project and Douglas Ward, I believe. So thank them first for letting us do this race. Also, of course, Prime Grid Racing for setting these leagues up, these events up. They're awesome. It's really good racing and entertaining, I hope, for everybody else that we can contribute some showmanship with some clean racing like we did today. Anthony Yunez with No BS Tech, Jesse Erdman, Liam Dole, you, of course, Brandon, Blackout Motorsports, for covering us throughout this and putting on a show for all of us. Wise Al Wash and Wheels America. And lastly, since it's Mother's Day, I want to say shout out to my mom, Brinley. Happy Mother's Day. It's a little late. And also shout out to my wife, Danielle, who's downstairs watching.
All right, man. Great job here in Germany. Congrats, man. Well deserved.
Thank you.
Thank you. That's Shea Bruffett, everybody. And now let's go to driver the number 34, Alec Hinchcliffe, getting a 4th place finish here tonight. Alec.
Hey, how's
man,
it going?
What a night. You got top 5 again.
Yes, sir.
How's this feel here in Hockenheimring?
Felt pretty good. I mean, after I got literally hit in both different restarts, I was a little bit bummed. And then it just so worked out that with the pit strategy, after I came out and I switched to a second set of fresh hards, when I pitted the second time, I noticed how many people ahead of me didn't pit, and I was like, ooh, if I just keep it clean and get my head down, this might work out. And then slowly but surely, I just climbed up the grid, and once I was in the top 5, I was just smiling and trying to hold it.
Yes, I mean, it came down to wire and strat, and I mean, that was what an amazing finish out of everybody. Truly is. I do mean that one, as this one definitely was a barn burner at the end.
Yeah, I had Shade coming up on me quick, and I know he was on the mediums, so I was a little bit nervous with how fast he was catching me in the last 2 or 3 laps, but I managed to hold him off, so I was happy with that. But 2 more laps and it probably would have been different.
Well, you did a great race, man. Any shout outs for any of the race sponsors or somebody who might be watching, cheer you on in that number 34 machine?
Well, for the sponsors, Doug Ward, my teammate, sponsoring today's race. Shout out to him. All the other sponsors, you with Blackout Motorsports Network, Brandon, Prime Grid Racing, No BS Tech, Anthony U.S., Jesse Erdman, Liam Doyle, everybody else, Landon Thomas. Yeah, shout out to everybody watching. I got a bunch of people from work and family that log in every week to watch me, and it's a fun little thing. I love looking back at the chat and seeing what they stir up. But yeah, appreciate everyone watching. Hopefully I can bring it to next week's finale.
All right, man. Well, congrats on getting top 5 once again here tonight.
Thanks, man.
Thank you. As Alex Hinchcliffe, and now let's go to driver of the number 45, the German-inspired Mercedes W12, Jesse Erdman. Let's hear from him. Jesse.
Yeah, I got you.
What a race here tonight. I mean, it came down to the wire and Strat, as we kind of predicted early on. How is this one to get up into the podium, especially after a tough start?
Yeah, it was a little bit of a tough start, and I pit probably second to last safety car and put on mediums, and kind of had the intent to go all the way, just kind of see how they felt, and I just tried to be very, very smooth on the on my tires and not slide anything, and it seemed to pay off for me.
Yeah, that's where the veteran experience from the F1 game to iRacing pays off.
Yeah, I know this track is like, it's really easy to want to push on it because it's just a really fun track, and it's just, you want to push, but it's like you gotta maybe dial it back just a tiny bit to keep your temps down. So it's kind of that game where you don't want to slide them too much and keep your temps in check.
Yeah, you might want to tell other drivers to shut them down, to shut the engines down, but so they don't blow them. But you ran a great race here tonight. You got on the podium. Any shout outs you got to do for anybody, including race sponsors here tonight?
Just shout out to all the boys that show up every night, and shout out to yourself for your great stream, and to anybody that's watching out there. It's fun racing, and hopefully you had a fun time watching.
Thank you for that. Great job here tonight, and congrats on getting a podium finish.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. That was Jesse Erdman, everybody. And now let's go to Taylor Toller in the McLaren-inspired Mercedes, number 17, and see how he's feeling. Toller.
Yes, sir.
Boy, oh boy, do we got some stuff to talk about. This one, the Strat itself, paying off, but at the same time, you get it right at the heels of Leon at the very end, and then all of a sudden you wind up finding the sand trap. How is this finished? Do you feel like you would have maybe had a shot at him if that would not have happened?
Nah, no way. I slung it in. I knew the only opportunity that I had to really get him was maybe right there in like that little carousel turn, and I held that last corner right there flat, and I was like, it's either going to stick or it's not. And the worst it's going to end up is I end up in the sand trap or in the tire barrier, and wonder what could have been. But I'm going to lay it out there and see what happens. I think if I would have pit maybe a lap or two earlier, it maybe would have helped me. And I was debating with 10 to go. I was like, do you pit now and come out and try and make up for lost time, or do you try to put together 2 more good laps and then pit? And put together two more good laps. Ended up just being almost a second faster a lap than what the other guys were those last 2 laps. And I said, you know what, now's the time, we got to go pit now. And just from there it took off. I'm not sure if I could go back, if I would do the same strategy again and take 2 sets of softs and then go on to a set of mediums, and we'll run 1 set of softs long and then switch over to the mediums. Not sure if I would have done it that way or not, but it's safe to say that either way we got second, so we're making progress from what the other weeks were. But it's one of those things. If we had another lap, I definitely would have got him, but who knows? I could have put a lap earlier and could have got him. I don't know. But I'm happy with second.
Yeah, it's a definite barn burner at the end to know if you're gonna get there, as is like 0.22 the gap. So I mean,
Yeah.
definitely drove the wheels off it at the end.
Yeah, the car did everything that I asked it to do. And when I needed to brake deep and brake hard, it broke deep and it broke hard. And when I asked it to stick, it stuck. So just except for that one last turn right there. But I think I asked a little bit more than what the car could do at that point. But hey, I mean, if you're not going to lay it out there, then I'm not just going to roll over and just take second place. I want to actually go for it, and I feel like I went for it in that last like sharp right-hander there. And if it stuck, might would have got close enough to him, but it didn't stick and cost us a little bit of time. So it is what it is, and we'll just move on to next week. We got one race left.
Yep, one more
race. So maybe we'll end up winning that race. I don't know yet. I'm not even sure where we're going. Where's the last race at?
Suzuka.
Huh. Okay. Well, I'm pretty good at that track, so we'll maybe see what happens. Suzuka's one of my better tracks, so.
All right.
Hopefully we can come out with a win, at least one win this season.
Hopefully it does work out in your favor there.
Yeah. Thank you. Been on the podium a bunch this season. Lost out in Brazil. Earlier, kind of had the same situation, battling back to the field. Lost out in Brazil. I think the same thing happened at Imola as well. So, we'll try and go from here and see if we can pull one off.
All right. Well, any shout outs you got to do for anybody that might be cheering you on?
Yep. My wife, my mom, my dad, my grandma, they're always watching. Thank you to the sponsor tonight. With the funding that's going on the Trevor project, with Doug Ward. Thank you to Brandon Perry, Prime Grid Racing. I'll get to you here in a minute. Anthony Younes, No BS Tech, Jesse Erdman, Liam Doyle, Landon Bednar's Wise Eye Wash, and then Thomas Meeks Wheels America. And then thank you, Mr. Smith, for all you do, you and your wife do for behind the scenes. I know I go through this like little spiel each time, but seriously, in all seriousness, man, we really, really do appreciate you and your wife and everything you guys do, man. It's such an honor to race in not only a good league, but also have a great broadcaster as well. Absolutely the best to do it, and greatly appreciate you, man, and your family.
Thank you for that, Taylor. I'm going to get you down to the guys. Great job here at Germany. And hopefully we see that big dub you've been looking for here soon.
Hopefully so. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. So Taylor Toller. Oh, there he is. Taylor Toller. Got him down to the guys. And now let's go to Leon Flukiger, the man in the Fernando Alonso-inspired Mercedes. And hear from him. If I can find him, where is Leon? I don't see Leon. No. Oh, there he is. Just found him. Leon.
Hello.
Man, what a night. You got a huge win here at Hockenheim. How does this one feel?
It feels good, but it was difficult.
Yes. On the last lap, we got to talk about this. When you seen Toller closing that gap and at an incredible rate, I mean, what was going through your head on that final 2 laps?
I was just hoping that he doesn't get the arrest for the last straight, because I had front wing damage and I missed like 5 to 10 kph in the straights. So I knew if he get the arrest, he's gonna blow past me.
Oh, wow. So, yeah, I could actually see a little bit of the damage that he had on it, and it stuck. It worked. I mean, you still managed to get that one. After you've seen the mistake he had where he caught the sand trap on the final lap, did you know that you were going to somehow pull this one off at that point?
I didn't see that. I couldn't look in the mirror. I had to keep my car on track.
Oh, you did not. Oh, he was not mirror driving. He was just driving. All right. Cell phone out, texting all your fans, making a bunch of selfies.
Me?
Yeah, were you making a bunch of selfies during it when you were racing the final lap? You know, you're sitting.
No.
You know, you got your phone out. You're just like, oh, yep, just kind of blow this one out of the water there.
I was sweating.
Oh, gotcha. Well,
No, especially it was close in the last lap because it closed in on, I think, dark. And I almost crashed into him in the last corner.
well, it worked, to say the least. You did win. You
Yeah.
still won. So he can't not gonna tell you. You just gotta send it flat out on that final corner. If when in doubt, throttle out. Ran a great race. You got the dub here in Hockenheim. You got the dub. You got a win last week at Silverstone. From when I missed that one. Any shout outs you got to do for any fans in the stands that might be cheering you on in that number 99 machine?
No one cheered me on, but shout out to Prime Racing for you for hosting it. Anthony Younds, Jesse Erpman, Liam Doyle, Landon Bedmarts and Thomas Meeks, and to the main sponsor, the Trevor Project from Dark Vault.
All right, great job here tonight. Our race winner, everybody, Leon Flukeiger, back to back. He won at Silverstone, wins here at the Hockenheim Ring, and now he goes to Zuka to defend for a title. So hopefully he's gonna get it. I don't know. We'll find out. You'll have to watch next week to know if he gets it. Great job, Leon. Congrats on a big win.
Thank you.
Thank you. So Leon Flukeiger, everybody, bringing the noise here in Germany, gets the win. And a great job he did do. Oh my, the lights just got turned out. But for everybody watching here tonight, thank you for watching. If you like what you see, want to see more of this style racing, hit that sub button, hit that like button. I'll be doing this a lot in the near future. Stay tuned, though. Wednesday night, I'll be live once again. Prime Grid Racing Cup Series. You will not want to miss that one, as they're going to be traveling to a amazing track here. Let's see where they're traveling to. I did not catch up on that one. Oh, that's right. It's the final race of regular season, Texas Motor Speedway. They're going to be bringing some heat down in Texas, and they're going to see who's going to make the final stand into the playoffs, as you will not want to miss that one. And then also Blackout Racing League comes back again on Sunday night at Martinsville. As that one's going to be a pretty interesting one, as you won't want to miss that one either. That one's going to be short track racing at its finest there, as Martinsville is very tricky to navigate. For everybody out there, yeah, Aaron, glad to have you on board. Everybody cheering for Alec here, and did not get the win. He got fourth place, but he tried really hard. So for everybody out there watching, thank you. Remember, if you want to donate to a good cause, reach out. Trevor Project right there. Hit that link on the QR code. It'll pass a donation to a great cause. They support the LBDTGQ community and help suicide prevention. So reach out to them, guys, and show you got a heart. Pass a donation to a great cause, and you know, it's a great thing. For everybody out there, I'm out of here for the night. Peace.
Hold me close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways. highways till my shadow turns to sun